Hello, my name is Mike, and this is the analysis of the 3 news articles where I'm analyzing them using the validity and credibility worksheet. Starting from the story 1 from the CBN News on April 19th, 2013, that says one Boston bombing suspect dead, massive manhunt for second, the white hat suspect. So to analyze this, looking on the IMVAIN test, I have seen that this article is an independent because the writer have not like convincing the readers about the side to support. He was like providing information without supporting any side. So it is also, he has also used multiple resources, as you have seen on the resources that he have cited and the reference list. So also this is asset rather than being verified, because he has provided information as narrating a story without including the evidences and facts through statistics and number to provide that the informations provided are true. Also, I have seen that this article also is informed because the writer was informed. He had the experiences and the prior knowledge about this topic that he was writing about. Also, it is named because all the sources here are well known. The CBN News is a well-known source of information, and also you have used the clear and well-known sources of information, as well as you have included his name as a writer, as well as the names of the interviewees. In my opinion, I have found that this story is credible because the writer was informed about the topic. He knew what he was writing about, and he has the reliable sources to use to support his views. The question I can ask the writer the ingredient of the bomb. What was the bomb made of? That's my question. Then this article is qualifying as a news because it is informing the population of the public about what is happening without supporting any side or without showing any kind of bias. So I can say that on the elements of IMVAIN, it is only missing qualifies because it is asset rather than being qualified. On the second story that have been written by the New York Times on August 10th on 2013, that says grief and protest for love shooting of a teenager. So this I have found it is independent because the writer have not convincing the readers about one side to support. He is informing. Also, he has used multiple sources of information, as he used different sources that he have cited as well as the reference, and this also is asset rather than being verified because he provided information as a story, as he's narrating a story that showing the proofs like numbers and statistics to show that the informations are true. Also, this article is informed because the writer was informed about the story and he had the prior knowledge about this topic. That means the writer was informed because he had all the story. He knew what was going on before writing this. Also, it is named because they have used the well-known sources of information that have their writers, and also he have provided his names as a writer of this news. And the New York Times, I mean, is also a well-known site of information. So on my own opinions, I have found this as credible because it is from a well-known paper and it is using many well-known sources of information. The question I can ask the writer: how long will be the meaning of of that dead person, I mean the teenager. And I can say that this is qualifying as a news because it was informing people rather than convincing. On the elements of IMVAIN, it is also missing the qualifies because it is asset rather than being qualifies. The third one that have been written by the Chicago Tribune on October 29, 2014, that says probe of Virginia rockets blast begins, space station supplied. This is independent because the writer wrote this by showing what is going on both sides without supporting one side, and also it have used multiple resources of information we have seen on the citations and the references. Also, this is verified rather than being asset because he has the evidences and facts through numbers and statistics to prove that what he is saying is true. In this article also, the writer was informed because he had the prior knowledge and experience about the topic, and this article was named because he has shown his names as the writer, and also this Chicago Tribune is well known, as well as the other cited resources also were the well known. In my opinion, I can say this is credible because it is used the well-known resources, and they have provided information as not supporting one side, and he was not inviting or showing the readers to support one side. On the question, I can ask the writer to tell me the position of the President of the United States regarding this issue. And finally, about the quality, I have qualified this as a news because it is informing people rather than convincing readers to support one part. So according, looking on the elements of the IMVAIN, I can say that it is having all qualities and all elements as it is. I hope this have helped you so much. Thank you very much for watching.